you think the Supreme Court does take this up before the deadline, January 5th?
Absolutely they do, because we've had competing rulings in multiple states. While most federal judges and many state judges across the state or the nation where they've tried this have rejected it. Of course, deep blue Colorado with a all-Democrat Supreme Court narrowly ruled the way they did. This won't stand. The Supreme Court will stand up to it. And I mean, it really should be pointed out that the so-called defenders of democracy, the party that claims to put democracy on the ballot, thinks destroying democracy is the only way to save it.
Yeah, Ed, and when we said earlier, Colorado signing a Civil War clause, that's just what this is. This was put in after President Lincoln was assassinated. This was put in to make sure that those who had served in the Confederacy were not then part of Congress. We're talking in the 1800s. And now it should be noted, as we've been saying all day long, that President Trump was never charged with insurrection. He is not facing any of those charges at all. Where's due process in all of this?
Yeah, wait, Charlotte, are you telling me that they're throwing the kitchen sink at Donald Trump? I mean, that's literally what they've been doing since day one, right? Now they're even going back to the 1800s, and I think you frame it perfectly. Look, the bottom line is Jack Smith, who's going through everything, including maybe Donald Trump's, whether he stole money from the lemonade stand in junior high, even he did not throw an insurrection charge at the former president. He stopped short of that. So as Mike Carter was reporting, no court has found Donald Trump guilty of insurrection, let alone charged it with Jack Smith. So how can you base it on that? I think that's why Marc is right, that the U.S. Supreme Court will likely step in here and overturn this and bring some sanity to it. But the bigger picture here is, it was Frank Luntz was on CNN last night. He's basically a never, never, never Trumper. And he said, you know what? This is playing right into Donald Trump's hands. He says the establishment's after me, the deep state's after me. And then what do? Charlotte, they've got impeachments, indictments. Now we're going back to 1800s. They are throwing everything at him. And what this is going to do is energize his base. He'll raise more money. In the end, this may actually help him.
Yeah, Marc, isn't it interesting that the Colorado Supreme Court is saying they're saving democracy, yet this seems like the most undemocratic thing ever?
It really is. And you know, to Ed's point, each and every time they have tried to do this, I mean, they've now created a new term for it called Lawfare, where they're basically trying to weaponize the law for political reasons. Every time the Democrats have done this, it's backfired on them. From the Mar-a-Lago raid to the first indictment to Jack Smith to Georgia to New York, Trump gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Because I think many people who are reasonable out there go, what are you? They're just going after this guy. If you want to beat him at the ballot box. And they can't beat him at the ballot box, so this is what they've resorted to.
Yeah, I want to pivot here. So another word salad, as we like to call it, served up by VP Kamala Harris yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw this. She says this is the most important election of our lifetime. This following Colorado banning Trump from the ballot. Take a listen.
This is the most election of our lifetime. Lawrence, this one is. We are literally talking about people who are attempting to divide our country in the most crude, frankly, and profound way.
She's missing a word.
Yeah, I'd say it's the left who are doing the dividing, guys, not the Republicans. Ed, what's your take on her comment?
Yeah, she said this is the most election of our lifetime. You're right. It's another word salad. I think she meant most consequential. She's missing something there. And I'd agree with her. I think she's right. She just couldn't explain it. She's right. This is the most consequential election of our lifetimes. We probably say that every 3 or 4 years. Marc and I have been through this a few times. But you know what? Each time that we slip further and further into the abyss, whether it's the woke culture, it's this weak national security abroad, it's the inflation here at home, we are at a pivot point here. And Donald Trump has positioned himself perfectly when he says, and he said it in Iowa last night, we were covering this on N2 Live, he said, you know, the establishment is not really after me. He always says, if they're after you, I'm just standing in the middle. And this proves it again in Colorado. So he's perfectly positioned as the one man to kind of save us from all of this madness, including even the vice president not being able to complete a sentence sometimes. So I think the very bottom line, tonight we're going to have Devin Nunes, as well as Christina Bobb, one of the Trump attorneys, on N2, 6 p.m. Eastern, wherever you stream news, YouTube, Rumble, you name it. And I think we're going to be all over this because this is going to probably backfire on the establishment, and it plays right into Donald Trump's hands.